I think it's totally unfair. A lot of the gymnastics for China appear to be underage. And whether or not they're the hosting country for the Olympics, the standards were set for a purpose. Had we won and someone had raised the issue, the points would still be getting across the same way. So if they're not 16, then China needs to be disqualified, and any medals won need to be returned. I mean, Marion Jones gave back her medals with her issues, so right is right and wrong is wrong. If they're under 16, which some of them appear to be, then they should return their medals.
I was shocked when I saw the medals being put around those girls' necks, and the medals were right against their pelvic bones. I was blown away. I just can't believe that these girls are of age. I can't believe it.
My opinion is they need to check it out, because I don't think China that they should have won. I think that was cheating. It's just like somebody bringing in another football player using someone else's jersey.
Well, I didn't want to take anything away from the Chinese gymnast performance, because that was just incredible to behold. But apparently there's a rule that there's a 16-year age minimum, and I'm concerned that there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of pressure to investigate this a little bit further. After the opening ceremony debacle, I don't know if China is kind of making their own home court rules, and I don't want to give anyone the impression that my concern is based on the fact that the U.S. team lost either. Imagine if there were concerns about the U.S. or any other team. I think they'd be investigated fully, and I think that's what we need to do.
Back when me and my girlfriend were on the MySpace community, we corresponded with one through blogs, one of the actual gymnasts for the Chinese team, and she stated that her age was only 14 years old, and that was about 6 months ago. And we have gone through the blogs and through our friend list, and we are unable to locate her any longer. It's like her MySpace page was taken down.
Hi, I'm Josiah. I feel like I'm 8 years old, and I feel like the Chinese team should give back their medals. It's not fair to the other teams, because that is cheating. How could anyone feel like a true winner if they didn't follow the rules?
You know, the spirit of the games is to put forth the best athletes, and it shouldn't really matter how old they are. I mean, you have Dara Torres at 41, competing against people more than half of her age. So if you say that the kids are too young, that's kind of like an age discrimination thing. If they can handle the pressure, and obviously they won gold, then they should be able to compete at any age.
I feel that it's unfair and even racist to compare the Chinese athletes to, white athletes just based on how they look. You can't do that, and I think that the only way to really judge that is by the documentation. There's a lot of anti-Chinese sentiment in this country, and I'm not pro-China, and I certainly don't agree with their human rights policies, but to ask, or for people to judge them based on how they look is just fueling that fire and is unfair.
If the Chinese government is willing to go as far as they did in the opening ceremony to say, make the world think that this singer was singing when she was really lip-syncing, then I think that they'll be dishonest about anything.
The socialist regime just trying to show its force again. And if you're not of age to be a gymnast and compete, then you should not be able to compete, regardless who's doing it, who's putting on the production or the games this year.
If we're doing all this drug testing, why are we not X-raying these people? That's a simple test that can be done, and they can just do an X-ray and tell what's going on, what their age is. I think that should be included in the drug testing.
If a 10-year-old or however old they are can get out there and pull the stuff off that they did, then more power to them. Like I said, it has nothing to do with steroids or anything like that, because none of them girls are as thick as my finger, but to be able to pull off the stuff they did, I think they should be congratulated.